cover a different gray area, I think, because we mentioned it. Yeah. Well, and we mentioned it last week, talking about by law, a realtor can't buy or sell a home in an area that they're not familiar with, or there's
Code
a
of
great,
ethics.
code of
Code
ethics.
of ethics. That you need to understand.
Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live, and once again I'm here with Beth Appleby, and it's Real Estate Show. And last week we covered sort of a gray area.
We did. There's lots of gray areas.
And this week we're going to cover a different gray area, I think. It's because we mentioned
people need to know. People need to understand there's so many nuances to real estate, right?
Well, and we mentioned it last week, talking about by law, a realtor can't buy or sell a home in an area that they're not familiar with, or there's
code
a
of
great
ethics.
code of ethics.
Code of ethics. That you need to understand the area where you're selling.
Right.
Or buying.
And
who you're representing.
You've been a realtor for 10 years.
Yes.
You've been in North Texas.
The whole time.
The whole time, doing a whole lot, moved down here, and you've actually been working some stuff on Bolivar now, because this is your home.
This is my home. I live here.
You vote
this
here.
This is my homestead.
Right.
I get to vote. Yes. This is my home.
And you've learned the area, done a lot of research, but you've also sold some stuff in Galveston.
Absolutely.
And so
yes, and I spent a lot of time in Galveston.
It's Galveston County, I guess.
It's Galveston County. I do a lot actually in Galveston County. I do. I mean, not a lot, but
how much difference is there between North Texas, where you've been for years and years, and you're still selling stuff up there, and the coastal area?
Oh, it's tremendously different.
What's the biggest difference?
So
we know
my
square
area of North
footage.
Texas was square footage. Okay, foundation. Let's just talk foundations. It's a whole different ballgame. Yes, that's very different.
As far as
Building
the market
codes,
and what people look for.
Well, you have people doing, and we've talked about this before. It goes back to your why. Why are you buying?
Right.
Or why are you selling?
Down here we have a lot of investment.
We have a lot of investment. We have a lot of retirement. We have a lot of second home. Okay. I do a whole lot more first-time buyer stuff north. Yep. And I love that. That is one of my big passions.
Seeing someone get into their first house.
Oh my gosh. And it doesn't matter age.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, some people, this is their retirement, and now they're buying their first house. Very exciting.
Right.
Which we can do down here. It's more understanding why and what they're doing, and then understanding what you're doing, helping them. So if they're coming down here for a retirement home,
they're on a fixed income.
They're going to be on a fixed income. We really have to understand what the area is doing and what the future of the area is going to be doing, and staying on top of some of those things. Like, I think you and I are going to talk about maybe next week or the next time, the homestead exemption policies that are coming up for vote. That's important,
Okay.
So it's not just knowing, okay, well, this house is on, 20-foot piers and this house is on 12-foot piers. It's knowing, what are you going to be doing with that house? What is important to you? And how does the area affect that? If you're buying your retirement home and you're beachfront, understanding what that really means, being beachfront.
We saw it during Ike.
We saw it during Ike. We saw it during Pearl. We saw it. We see it even for storms that aren't named, right? How is this going to affect? And do you have a way to, first of all, do you have a place to go, right? If you have to evacuate. Do you have the means to rebuild with or without insurance? Government shut down. Flood insurance is kind of put on a hold.
Yeah, in fact, Dan and I've got a show we did a couple weeks ago on that.
The flood, well, luckily Dan's really good at finding private insurance, so you're not stuck with the government-funded flood insurance. But there's all these different little nuances, and so it means staying up to date, which means a lot of work on my part for taking a lot of classes, getting into the city councils, learning what's happening, following the votes.
Not just here, but also in North Texas.
So I do a little bit in Tyler, and I do a little bit in College Station.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm up in College Station of it, because you can actually go on, they have a news channel, you can keep up to date and follow all the things that are happening. And so, And I have some friends up there who have lived up there for years and years. And this is my second daughter through A&M.
Right.
Technically my third, because my daughter-in-law did A&M as well. So I've learned College Station and Bryan is more, believe it or not, it is more than A&M.
Oh, it is.
Oh, it is. It's a very
they've got
cool area.
a lot of retirement
They have
people.
they have a lot of veterans, which is another one of my passions, and we're going to talk about that in one of my shows too. But yes, so it means staying up to date and current, current with your news, current with what's happening in the areas, current with what the trends are, current with the real estate associations. It's all those things kind of play a part into it, and knowing your thing. And I will tell you, there are areas, even in North Texas, there are areas I absolutely will not work.
Because you don't understand
Because I don't know,
them.
it's a whole different thing. I will not do downtown Dallas condos.
Because
You
don't
got to know that there are plenty of Ebby agents that are
Right.
really well versed at those condos.
Right.
They know those condo policies inside out and backwards.
Well, and
Same
it's the
with
same way in
Houston.
Galveston too.
Yeah.
You know, condos in Galveston.
And I've spent the whole winter learning. I have an investor, and we've bought condos. I spent the whole winter learning, and actually he and I have to have a phone call because things are going to shift a little bit. And I
Yeah.
want to make sure he's up to date on it.
Right. Right.
So it is understanding that. I absolutely will not do like Central Houston. Like there are the Houston neighborhoods that I know a little bit about. I will not.
Right.
And I've had people call me, oh, you know, we see a lot of doctors because Allison and doctors go, oh, do you know this neighborhood? I really want to get into this neighborhood. Sure, I'd love to help him.
But you don't.
Ethically, I can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
and
it's important.
That's what it all boils down to on realtors really is the ethics. Are they in it just to make the buck, or are they in it for return customers? Whether it's the buyer's side or the seller's side, and you probably see it more up in North Texas where a first-time family buys this home to get started in, and then as the family grows, they buy
move to
this
another.
home, and then
Yes,
you
and
know,
I have followed some over 10 years.
and then this
I've helped them with many transactions.
Yeah, and then the kids are gone.
Now we
so
want to go
down either
I have a
more
I have a
country
client that
or
called me. I helped her years and years ago when I first started, and they had a house, and we sold that house and we bought another house, and then they decided they were going to upgrade to yet another house, and then she called me recently and she's like, I really like what I see what you're doing in Galveston. I'm seeing what you're posting. And
tell her to come on down.
No, she's coming down.
Great,
'Cause she's
great.
like, wait, we think we want to be there too. So it's very fun.
Great.
But that's how it should work.
Well, when you're looking for a realtor, make sure you work with one that knows the area. A lot of us have friends that are realtors, and you always want to help your friends out, but
Absolutely.
you really need to make sure that they know the area. Maybe they may not, but they may be able to work with someone that does and still get a little bit of a referral if they do that. I don't know, is that ethical to
A referral?
referrals?
There's a referral fee.
Is
Yes,
there? Is there?
Yep,
Okay.
absolutely. We do a lot of.
But
I do a lot of.
make sure
referring.
you work with a realtor that knows the
And-
area.
We have Ebby Halliday has a referring office that we are with because we're part of leading real estate
Right.
companies of the world, right? Mm-hmm. And so we have this whole.
So if someone
they've
wanted
been
to buy in
vetted.
Switzerland.
If they want to buy in Switzerland, I have a client that wants to buy in Italy. We're going to make that happen. But even within Texas,
Right.
Okay. So let's say you call me and you want to go to, I don't know, San Antonio. I'll just put you in our system.
Right.
We'll get you a vetted agent who's
That
met the
knows the
same
area.
criteria that an Ebby agent would have met.
Right. And that's sort of how you've picked up some Galveston stuff.
Yeah, that
isn't
is
it?
how. Yes,
Ebby
and I've had Ebby
Ebby
Halliday
agents.
agents who've called me and said, Beth, I hear you're down there.
Right.
Can you help me out? Absolutely, yeah. A
You
lot
know,
of my
when it comes down to it, it's all about taking care of the client.
clients. It is.
And if a client says, man, I've got a realtor in Dallas, but she referred me to this realtor down in Galveston or vice versa or San Antonio, it still looks good for the brokerage and the realtors that are all working,
together.
Great. Well, once again, we're talking real estate. Sometimes it's not about what's for sale or the pricing. Sometimes it's talking about building up to that and how you're going to get the best deal possible, because we all know right now it's a buyer's market out, and you want to make sure you have a realtor that's working for you, that knows the area, that can go the extra miles. So we're going to head on out. Hope you enjoyed the show. We'll be back next week, Monday evening, with another real estate show with Beth Appleby. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye. Video equipment is sponsored by Crystal Beach Decor and More, located at 1959 Highway 87 in Crystal Beach, Texas, and Beachy Beatnik Boutique and Jewelry, located at 970 Surfside and Highway 87 in Crystal Beach, Texas. Thank you to these two businesses for being our 2025 video equipment sponsor for Bolivar Live.